Hi friends, this is Shrey Gandhi and welcome to today's session of Stock by Charcha. Today I am here to discuss with you three good fundamental stocks which can be good for investment perspective and which can fetch you good return over the period of 18 to 24 months. Which can fetch you a good return of around more than 20%. So before I start today's video, I hope you have all seen my previous video for 5 golden rules of investment. In case if you have missed it, the link is there in the description. Also join my Telegram channel and my Facebook page, Stock by Charcha, for all regular updates related to markets and shares. Also, friends, if you like my YouTube videos, please do like and share them. And also subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you get uh, all information about the upcoming videos immediately and you don't miss on any of them. And in case if you want to, if you're planning to open a Demat account or with the broker, the link is there in the description. Okay, so we'll start with today's topic. It's about the three fundamental stocks which are good for investments. So the first stock which I have picked is Affle India Limited, and it is from the IT business. It is a global technology. It has a global technology business, and it is into the mobile advertising. So if I explain the business model of the company, it is like when you see any videos on YouTube and जो ad आता है ना, okay, so the Affle technology helps mobile advertising to the client. For example, अगर आपने आप देख रहे हो कोई वीडियो और अचानक से Amazon का ad आया, okay, तो Amazon is their client. Basically, they are pushing the Amazon ad in between so that with this platform, what they do is they engage new customers. Okay, they are working basically in the two platforms, that is customer platform and enterprise platform. So in customer platform, they try to engage new customers, and they try to understand the behavior of the customers basically, and accordingly, they push the ads. They help the company, the client's ads to be pushed. Like they see what the customers are searching more, understand the customer behavior, and accordingly, they push the ads. That is a basic model of the company. And from the enterprise platform, they provide end-to-end solutions for the enterprise to enhance the engagement with the mobile users. So this is the basic model of Apple. Now, what is the USP of the company? The USP of the company is, I feel, is the CPCU model, of the CPCU model of the company. Now, what is CPCU model? It's cost per converted user model. In this, what company does is, like for example, the company's client is Amazon. Okay, so company Apple will charge Amazon only when the client is very near to completing the transaction. Like for example, if you're seeing a video, Amazon का कोई ad आया, ठीक है? For example, Amazon mobile का या फिर laptop का Amazon का ad आया, and you are attracted to buy that. You go to Amazon, okay, and you select that laptop or you select that product, and you're about to buy, means you're very close to completing the transaction. Only then Apple will charge Amazon. So with this model, what happens is that the money of the client, and the Amazon is the client, so money of the Amazon will get saved. Also, it will help to track the behavior of the customers and target the customer according to their needs. Okay, and Apple also does something like for, and it also helps in retargeting. Like for example, if you're uh, you know uh, if you're about to buy a product and then suddenly you don't complete the transaction, you leave it. So it reminds the customers that okay, that your transaction is incomplete. So this is the basic model of the Apple, and the CPCU model, which is a very good USP of the company, which will help the client to save their money. Will help their client to save their money. So now they have big clients like Amazon, Bike Baskets, and many other big companies as their clients. Okay, so now the company has a very good customer base and a very big client, as I said. It has also has good connectivity of around 2.1 billions, which is spread across all geographies. Okay, and which can help them to track the behavior of the company uh, and target the customers according to their needs. Okay, and it has approximately 275 billion data points across the globe. So it can have because of such huge network, it can have a good share in the advertising spend. When the company spends on their advertisement, Apple can have a good share in it because of the huge network connectivity. And as compared to the other traditional advertising agencies and other traditional advertising companies. Now, okay, the stock price of Apple, Apple is recently listed, and the stock price of Apple was 875 in August 2019. Okay, and in less than 1 year, the stock has touched 52-week high of 296. You can imagine how well the stock has moved from 875 to 96. Okay, uh, in just less than 1 year. Historically, if you see, the sales have grown by historically, if you see, the sales have grown from 54 crores in June 18 to 80 crores in March 20, with significant good sales growth over the period. The operating profit, that is the profit that company earns from its core operation, means it is derived by the sales minus the operating expenses. But the profit which company has from its core operation, company अपने main business से कितना पैसा कमा रही है, वो होता है operating profit. Okay? So which has grown from 12 crores to 20 crores over the period, and the net profit after tax, which has grown from 8 crores to 15 crores, is almost doubled in less than a year. So I'll show you with the help of the data from screener. See, as you can see, the sales have grown from 54 crores to 80 crores, and the operating profit has grown from 12 crores to 20 crores. And the operating margin is EBITDA margin, is operating profit upon sales. Okay, into 100, which has grown, which is company is able to consistently maintain the operating profit margin of more than 20%. You can see sales have also grown from 8 crores to 15 crores. So now, as you all know, the mobile usage is increasing day by day, and the focus of government also on digital technology. More and more digital technology is now being used, and especially because of COVID, you all know how much more when the studies and education is going on mobile, and so more and more mobile and digital technology will help more and more digital advertising and mobile advertising. So digital advertising will is expected to grow at a CAGR, that's compound annual growth rate of 35% over the period of 2019 to 2025. And because of the higher digital advertising spends, this will benefit the company like Apple, which has such huge customer base, and strong data networks and all. So this is really good for the company going ahead. Now the company also has a very good healthy return ratio, that is ROE and ROCE. The company has an ROE of 64% and ROCE of 84% now as on FY20. Now return on equity is means how much return the company is able to generate from the equity capital. Okay, that is known as ROE, and ROCE means how it signifies how well the company has used the capital the company has. How well the company has use the capital, and how well the company is able to generate the return from it. How efficiently the company is using the capital. ROCE signifies that, and ROE signifies how well the company is able to generate the return from the equity capital that it has. Now, these two are very important ratios. So, better more the ROE and ROCE, better for the company. It is usually said that ROE and ROCE of more than 15% is good, and this company has an ROE of 64% and ROCE of 84%. Imagine how good the company is. Now, after COVID, Apple now as you know, even in COVID, the IT and digital technology business has boomed, and after COVID also, this is going to boom. And Apple is really going to be a big beneficiary of this uh, due to this technology, because it is in this technology business, and the growth of the technology, considering the growth of technology going ahead. So it has strong presence in geographies with huge data network connectivity. Okay, and it has a cost efficient model. Okay, which helps the EBITDA margins and margins to go ahead. Okay, it has the CPCU model, as I said, which is the main USP of the company, which charges well for the company. And it has a healthy cash flow generation, better return ratios. All these factors, which are very well for the company, which I feel which will lead to the future growth of the company going ahead. So the current market price of company is at around 1481. Okay, and the company is trading at the price to earning multiple of 57 times, which is premium compared to the industry average. Obviously, because it has delivered a good historical performance also, and the company is giving the premium valuation. But and going ahead also, the company is going to deliver good performance. But for those who are new, let me just explain what is PE also, what is price to earning ratio. The price to earning ratio signifies how much the market, how much more times the market is willing to pay on the earnings of the company. Like for example, if the company is earning rupees one, then how much more times the market is willing to pay. So in this say, if the P multiple is 57, so it signifies that every 1 rupee earning of the company, the market is ready to pay 57 times more. The price the market is ready to pay 57 times more. Some may feel it is very very overvalued, very costly, but considering the past performance of the company and the future growth of the company, and the company, it is trading at a premium valuation, and it will continue to trade at a premium valuation. Okay, so now I have valued the company at the P multiple of 55. Okay, with estimated FY21 earning per share of 33.5. Okay, to arrive at the target price of 1842, which represents an upside potential of 24.3% over the period of 12 to 18 months. Okay, 25% return, approximately 25% return in 12 to 18 months, which is very well. And I feel Apple is really a good company which can become a multi-bagger going ahead, because it is a leader. It does not have any competitors in India. In this mobile advertising, I know it does not have any competitors in India. So it is really good company, and you should I really recommend you to have this in the portfolio, which can really fetch you good returns in the coming period. So I'll move to my next stock. Next stock is Hawkins Cooker Limited. Now Hawkins Cooker, as you all know, is in the business of kitchenware. Is in the business of kitchenware and cooker business. Okay. Now, if I analyze the recent quarter results, okay, the recent quarter results, in the quarter four, the revenue has declined due to the lockdown in March. But if you see the 9 months result, okay, from April to December, the revenue growth has been by 13% year on year. Okay, in 9 months, 13% year on year revenue has grown because of companies' continuous effort to spend on more and more advertisements and new product launches which company has done. But due to the subdued quarter, the recent quarter, the subdued quarter, the overall FY20 overall year growth of FY20, this is 1920, the revenue grew only by 3.2%, which is around 673 crores. Okay. Now, despite of subdued revenue growth, the operating profit margin has grown by 220 basis points, that is around 2.2% year on year, to 15.4% in FY20. Okay, and the EBITDA, that is operating profit, have grown by 20.5% in 103.9 crores uh, in FY20. Now, despite of subdued sales growth, how it was possible? Because the raw material cost of the company, which is aluminum, the raw material cost declined for the company, and also the company declined its other operating expenses, due to which the operating profit rose for the company. And the bottom line, PAT. PAT grew by 34% year on year in quarter four FY20 to 72.5 crores. Basically, the growth was can be attributed to the growth in EBITDA as well as lower tax expenses. Okay. Historically, if you see the sales have grown at a CAGR of 10.2%, and profit has grown at a CAGR of 8.2% in past 3 years. Okay, the company also maintains a healthy dividend payout ratio of 77%. Now, dividend payout ratio means how much amount of dividend the company is giving from its retained earnings, okay, or from its profit. How much dividend company is giving. A healthy dividend payout ratio means the company is giving good amount of dividend to the shareholders. So this Hawkins is maintaining a dividend payout ratio of 77.4%, which is very good. Also, the return ratios are ROEs are 49% and ROC is 60%, which is very good. As I said previously, more than 15% is considered very good, and this is having a return ratio of 49% and 50% respectively, which is very good. And the promoter holding of this company is also more than 50%, which signifies that the promoter has a, they have a good trust in the company. So good promoter holding of more than 50% is very good for the company. So now going ahead, I feel H1 FY20, this first half year is going to be subdued for the company because because of the complete washout in April and May. But as the as the lockdown gets over, and unlock has started, I feel uh, the the company will recover from H2 FY20. The sales growth will recover, and once the partial as the lockdown was slowly opening, the partially the company witnessed a good footfalls, means good customer coming in the shops to buy the cookers and all, because of the pent up demand. Because of the lockdown, there was a pent up demand, and once as the lockdown started easing up, the good footfalls were observed in their stores. Okay. Now the company also has a good distribution network, okay, which helps the sales to grow. Also, it has a very healthy balance sheet, and it is almost virtually very less debt and virtually debt free. Very good, very less debt to equity ratio. So no interest burden on the company. Also, the company has a good market share of around 22% in poker, and the company has in past 3 years it has consistently outperforming its peer, that is Prestige. Consistently outperforming its peer Prestige in its which is very good. Now, value. So by value the by valuing the company, I value the at a P multiple of 30 to its estimated FY20 earnings of 177 to arrive at target price of around 5310, which represents an upside potential of 24% from the current market price of 4284. Okay, so for the period of 18 to 24 months. So you can earn a earning of around 24%. I feel from in 18 to 24 months, which is very good. See, as I've discussed, I'll show you from screen also. See the same. See, as I discussed, the ROC is of 60%, ROE is of 47%. Sales growth of past 3 years is 10.2%. See, the company is maintaining a healthy dividend payout ratio of around 78%. Historically, if you see the last 5 years sales growth have been around 9%, but last 3 years sales growth have been 10%. Which signifies the company constantly focusing on improving and the sales are improving. Okay, and the profit growth similarly past 5 years have been 7.2%, but last 3 years it has grown by 8%. So this signifies the company is focusing on improvement. And you see the cash flow from operation also, it is consistently growing. So this is about Hawkins Limited. So I come to my last stock, which is Escorts Limited. So Escorts Limited, as you all know, is in the tractor business and the construction. It supplies construction equipments and railway equipments. Okay, and it has a three basic segments, that is agriculture machinery, auto ancillary products, and railway equipments. And company 77% of the revenue comes from the tractor segment. Okay, so major of the revenue comes from the tractor segment. Now, analyzing the current quarter result, that is quarter 4 FY20 results, the company reported 10% growth in the consolidated profit, and the profit was around 128 crores for the current quarter. Okay, despite of 16% fall in the top line. Uh, uh, where the revenue from operation fell by 16% to 1386 crores. Okay, so mainly the revenue from operation fell because of the decline in the volume. Like tractor sales declined in domestic as well as in the export market. However, despite of fall in the revenue, the EBITDA margin expanded by 50 basis points to 12.1% year on year in quarter 4 FY20, owing to better product mix and softening of commodity prices and cost reduction efforts that which the company has taken. Now, Escorts have a prominent is a prominent tractor player with a market share of having of more than 11%. Uh, as on FY20, and if you see in the recent quarter, the market share has increased from 11% to 13.5%. Okay. And the company's branded tractors are mostly, it has a strong presence in northern as well as in southern belt of India. So now going ahead, I feel as you all know, okay, the agriculture business was not affected by COVID. Okay, the agriculture business continued. So and going ahead, now as the Kharif, sorry, the Rabi crop is now over, which went very well for the for agriculture. Now Kharif crop is coming up, which also very well, and then monsoons are expected to be normal. So all these factors are well for the agriculture business, uh, uh, and as the company is into the tractor sale, so as the agriculture business flourishes, the tractor sales will also increase. So this urge very well for the company, and the company has also entered into a strategic partnership with Kubato Corporation of Japan. Kubato Corporation is into the business of in the farm machinery and implements as a global leader. So this joint venture will really help the company to going ahead. And the company is almost taking like 40% stake in Kubanto, and 10% Kubanto will have the company is selling the 10% stake to Kubanto. So this partnership is really going to work well for the company. The synergy benefits the company will have from the partnership are going to be really good. Now, company is a debt-free company, okay, debt-free company, and with a healthy return ratios of around 20% ROE and ROC of ROC is 20% and ROE is 16%, which is very good. It's considered healthy return ratios. Now, at the company is trading at the P multiple of 24.3, okay, which is at the discount as compared to the industry P, which signifies that the company is good and is undervalued. Okay, it is uh, undervalued as compared to the other industries and industry P. And by valuing the company, I have valued the company at the P multiple of 23. Okay, with FY22 estimated earning EPS of 51.2 to arrive at a target price of 1,177, providing an upside potential of 22.6% over 18 to 24 months. So Ascot Limited again you can have in your portfolio, which is a very good stock. Okay, considering all the factors in the tradition, the agriculture sector, also normal monsoons and all the government efforts which they are done for the agriculture sector, especially in the package 20 lakh crore package which the government had declared. All this urge well for the Ascot Limited. So with the financial data we just discussed for Escort, I'll show you on screen now. See, the company has a market cap of around 11,000 crores and the ROE is of 16.7%, ROCE of 24.2%, which is very good. See the sales growth from last 3 years. Last 3 years, the company has sales growth is 22.7 and the profit growth has been by 71%. Look, just look at this. Just look at the sales growth from last 3 years. It has grown 22%, and the last profit has grown by 71%. So, the company is really good. According to me. So, friends, So these were the three stocks which I was which I feel which can you can have in your portfolio and which can yield you good returns in the coming period. So I have also recommended my in previous stocks. I have recommended 10 stocks around previously also, which are good fundamentally from an investor perspective. You can find them on my Facebook page, Stock Pay Charcha. Okay, and my Telegram channel where I have updated my tracker also. So please look at that also. And so, and as once again, it's a repetition. In case if you're still not liked and subscribed to my channel, please do so. Thanks. So that's it for today, friends. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon with the next video. Uh, Thank you so much.